Hey guys, so today we've got my Team Canada roster predictions for the 2022 Winter Olympics. So I'm going to be doing the standard 14 forwards, 8 defensemen, and 3 goalies. So there's 2 extra forwards, 2 extra defensemen, and then you have your starter, backup, and third string goalie. So let's get into it. Starting off here with our first line, we have Connor McDavid, Jonathan Huberdeau, and Nathan McKinnon. I don't think much needs to be said about this. This is super OP. Like, this is an insane first line. You have the 2 best players in the NHL, and Huberdeau, who is a top 5 offensive player in the NHL, in my opinion. Last year, Huberdeau actually did put up 61 points in 55 games. He finished tied 11th in scoring. So, I mean, I think him with McDavid at center would be amazing. And then, of course, you have McKinnon. That would just be crazy. Huberdeau is an actual winger, which works. Spacing with McDavid and McKinnon could be a little iffy, but I think for the most part will be okay. And this will just dominate. I won't be surprised if they score a goal every other shift. Like, this is just insane. So next up at our second forward line, we have Braden Point, Sidney Crosby, and Mark Stone. So again, I mean, this is just insane. First line would easily be the best first line in the NHL, and this is the second line for this team. So Crosby put at 62 points, had amazing playoffs, and really solidified himself, I think, as a top 10, if not top 15. Point had amazing playoffs, and I think, in my opinion, is a top 10 player in the NHL. And Stone also is one of the best two-way players in the game, putting up 61 points last year, one shy of Crosby. So we've got Crosby at center, Stone a natural right winger there on the wing. Then you've also got Braden Point. So this can be a really good line. As I said, Stone's one of the best two-way players. Crosby's also one of the best 200-foot players of all time. Point isn't terrible defensively, not amazing, but I think with Crosby and Stone, this line will be very good defensively, and they will put up a ton of points. Next up, we've got forward line 3, and we've got Patrice Bergeron and Brad Marchand. So the Boston connection, and then we've got Barzal on the wing. So we've got 2/3 of that first line. Pastrnak can be playing on the Czech Republic, and then on the left wing we've got Matthew Barzal, one of the fastest players in the NHL. So Bergeron was the best two-way player in the game. Unlike by Southeast, he's getting a bit older now, but still really good player, an elite center. And then we've got Marchand, who's just been scoring a ton. Finished third in points with 69 points last year. So I think that playing on with Bergeron, he will be very comfortable with that, which will be very good. And you've got Barzal, who will put up a ton of points. Fourth forward line, we've got Sean Couturier, Mitch Marner, and Mark Scheifele. So again, I think this would probably be the best first line in the NHL. The best first line is probably between the McKinnon, Rantanen, and Landeskog line in Colorado, and Boston's Bergeron, Marchand, and Pastrnak. But here we've got Couturier, Marner, and Scheifele. So Marner, probably the most hated player in the Leafs fan base. Can't play in the playoffs, but still an elite winger. And then you've got Sean Couturier, who is one of the best two-way players in the game. Probably going to win a couple Selkies in his career. And then you've got Scheifele as well, who is incredible, had a really good season, putting up 63 points, finishing top 10 in scoring with the Jets. But I think Couturier, deserves to be at the center for this team, one of the best face-off guys, along with Bergeron in the league. So I think having him at the center position is important. Marner's an natural winger, Scheifele is a center, but I think, again, like, this line is going to score a ton of points. Marner, after being a very bad defensive player, actually, like, surprised. Last year was actually a top defensive player. He improved defensive game a lot. So overall, I think a really good thing about the score group is that not only are they going to score a ton of goals and be insane offensively, but they're also very good defense. So next we've got our extras, and we've got Ryan O'Reilly and John Tavares. Two centers, O'Reilly, again, like, one of the best two-way players. Barkov's pretty much the only guy who's not like a top two-way player who is not on Team Canada playing with Finland. And Tavares as well. He had a good year last year. Solid points per game player playing on the Leafs. So next up, we've got our defensemen, and we've got Cale Makar and Shea Theodore as the first pairing. This is an elite first pairing. Makar is the best defenseman in the league, and Theodore also, in my opinion, top 5. This will be very, very good. Makar, insane offensively. Theodore, one of the best players in the league analytically. His analytics are very, very good. So I think him and Makar would be very dominant. They'd be scoring a lot. If you parked up a point per game, had one of the best defensive seasons probably of this decade, and putting in numbers we haven't seen in a long time at this age. And then of course we've got Theodore, who is again very good. On our second pairing, we've got Trangelo and Dougie Hamilton. So this is like not much worse at all than the first pairing. Two top-back defensemen in the league. Dougie Hamilton now on the Devils, but Trangelo, Dougie. I didn't play him with Theodore, as in Vegas they don't play together. I think Trangelo usually plays with McNabb, and Theodore plays with Alec Martinez. But turns out on the second pairing and on the third pairing, Aaron Ekblad, Thomas Chabot, two very good young defensemen who have, I think, proven themselves to be number one defensemen on their teams. Ekblad had a really good breakout year before he got injured, and Chabot, I think, has been quietly like a really good defenseman on Ottawa. So I think this will also be a very good pair. And then we've got our extras in Adam Pelech and Jakub Chychrun. So two very good defensemen. Pelech, one of the best defensive defensemen in the league, very analytically, and Chychrun as well, only 22, very, very young, and already I think first pairing defenseman with number one potential. Although I think will be more of really the number two defenseman, but these are two very good extras that can come in if someone's interested. And also, I would like to say Devin Hayes and Morgan Riley, and as well Jake Musson. There are three guys who can be on here who just missed. Riley hasn't been too great after being in North Kindit, but he's still been really good. I think still like can be a really number two defenseman. So he just missed here, and I really give Chychrun the edge because of his age. I think he could improve even more next year. Muzzin was the least best defenseman last year. He just missed out. I had to take Chychrun. And Taves, like Pelech, elite analytically, and it was close between him. Pelech originally had him on here, but instead I chose to do Pelech and Chychrun. Next up, we got our goalies, and we have Carey Price, Marc-Andre Fleury, and Hart. So Darcy Kemper and Jordan Binnington are two guys that just missed and could easily be on here. Fleury just from the defenseman now in the Blackhawks. He will be the goalie one here, but I think like him and Price are pretty much interchangeable. Price has been better international, which is why he's number one. Can show up in the clutch moments. But I mean, I think it'll be for sure one of these two guys, but they are really old, so one of them could drop off massively next year, which would maybe cause Hart to move up. And then you put Binnington or Kemper. I do still believe like at least one of them will be on here. Not both, as they are really good. Hart had a terrible year last year with the worst starting goalie in the league, but he is still super young. He's only like 23, 24. I think he's going to bounce back next year, and I think he can still be an elite goalie for the Flyers. But, I mean, if he doesn't improve, then Kemper or Binnington will definitely take a spot. So, there we have it. That is my Team Canada Olympic roster predictions. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, remember to leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more videos. And I may do some other roster predictions for maybe America, Sweden, Russia, Finland. But leave a comment below. How do you think this team will win gold? I mean, I think this team will easily win gold, but do you think there's actually any other team that can really compete? So let me know down below. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.